Remember when Trump claimed he was going to be a fighter for lower pharmaceutical drug prices? It was something he included as part of his election campaign alongside all that hateful rhetoric about Mexicans. And even after he got elected, he kept talking about the insane cost of medicine in the United States and how he was going to do something about it.
And I've seen it for years and I never understood. Same company, same box, same pill, made in the exact same location. And you'll go to some countries and it would be 20% the cost of what we pay. And in some cases, much less than that. And I'd say, why is this? I never knew that I would be able to stand here before you and have a chance to fix it. And that's what we're doing. We're fixing it. That's called real life experience, I guess. We're fighting for lower drug prices, which will now be automatic. It will be automatic and very substantial.
That video was from October 25th, 2018. And since it's been several months, I figured it would be fun to see if anything's changed. Has Trump succeeded in getting big pharma to lower drug prices? Well, much like every other declaration uttered from Trump's sphincter-like mouth, the exact opposite happened. Approximately 60 drug companies hiked prices during the first 2 days of this month, according to a new analysis by RX Saving Solutions and first reported by the Wall Street Journal. Some of the biggest increases hover around 10%, more than 4 times inflation. The average increase was 6.3%. I guess there weren't enough people dying in America from their inability to afford life-saving drugs. And I'm not exaggerating, there are actually people dying from the lack of affordability in the richest country in the world. Nicole Smith Holt learned that the hard way when she lost her son Alec to outrageously priced medication that he could not pay for.
My son died because he could not afford his insulin.
Nicole Smith Holt's son Alec was 26. He had just moved out of his parents' home and was starting a life of his own.
The hardest part is every time I tell the story, it's like reality slaps me in my face that my son is no longer here.
That boy out here skating, though.
Alec was a type 1 diabetic, someone who needs to take insulin every day to survive. But turning 26 meant his parents' insurance would no longer cover the cost.
That amount of money was
$1,300.
$1,300 for a month's worth of insulin.
Insulin and supplies.
And what she says Alec didn't tell her was that he was struggling with that cost. He'd started trying to ration his insulin to make it last longer. It wasn't enough. He died after falling into a diabetic coma, alone in his apartment.
Tragic stories like this play out in America every single day, where, according to the CDC, as many as 40 million Americans struggle to afford the medicine they need to stay alive. Just how do pharmaceutical companies respond to these tragedies? By continuing to raise their prices. This year, Pfizer is expected to increase prices for 41 products in mid-January, and Novartis plans to increase list prices for 14% of the medications in its US portfolio in 2019. Just to give you some specific examples of how much these prices have gone up, 7T Pharma's Zingo, and that's a product that's meant to numb skin prior to drawing blood, will increase by 133.4%. Hikma Pharmaceuticals' drug to treat high blood pressure will increase by 30.1%. Also, Hikma's ketamine product, it's a quick-acting anesthetic, will increase by 20%. The numbers speak for themselves, but despite the overwhelming evidence that shows drug prices increasing, members of Trump's administration keep taking credit for lowering prices that simply don't exist. Health and Human Services Secretary Alex Azar was quoted as saying, "The president's blueprint for lower drug prices is working. Drug prices are coming down and American patients are going to see their savings in their pocketbook." Yeah, hate to break it to you, Alex. Americans haven't seen any of those savings, just like how they didn't see the benefits of those massive tax cuts for the wealthy. You can keep arguing that the sky isn't blue, that it's fuchsia, but eventually those pesky facts will catch up to Trump and maybe even his supporters who don't seem to care how many times the president flips them off by lying to them. Did you know that TYT Network is now available on YouTube's new streaming platform, YouTube TV? Get access to full TYT episodes and exclusive shows by signing up for YouTube TV today. All new subscribers get a 7-day free trial, so head over to youtube.tv and search for the TYT Network channel.